Hello everyone, it is I. It's way too early to actually be awake today. Goodbye. I did that with my willpower. I just stared at him and was like, fall, 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 and then he fell. It's magic. Sorcery, one may say. Anyways, I've had ice cream for breakfast just because I can. And I've come to the conclusion that, free will, it's a nice thing. Maybe not for everyone though. Some people, free will, maybe not that good of an idea. Who the fuck was like, I've been given free will, I can do whatever I want. How about edible underwear? However, that might be a philosophical question that's a little bit much for a Minecraft video. So how about let's talk about soup. Let's talk about soup. That is also a very important question because there has been this discussion about if cereal would be considered a soup. I do think so. I definitely think cereal would be considered a soup, but also the thing is, if cereal were a soup, then we wouldn't have cereal. Why would we then need the word cereal? So there has to be some differences. And then also, if you ask yourself, don't do that. If you ask yourself, if cereal and soup are like really, really close things, because I would say cereal is soup. Could soup then be a cereal? Is that a thing? Because I do feel like soup could be a cereal. Some kind of soup. The thing is, I've read the Wikipedia thing about it, right? And cereal is actually a type of grain. So the thing that you eat with milk, it's actually called breakfast cereal. So I've read the Wikipedia about breakfast cereal. And some soups could be considered a cereal, in my opinion. I've also heard from people that there's just no way that soup could be considered a cereal, or a cereal could be considered a soup, because it's scientifically wrong. It's quite an interesting concept though. How was soup even invented? What were people thinking when they made soup? They were just like, oh, look at this. Boiling water, It was just someone had a tea kettle on a campfire somewhere in the UK in the Stone Age. And I was like, wow, what if I put things into it? Well, no, that's just tea then. If you put leaves and stuff into it, that's just tea then. And then at some point, they were like, wow, what if I put meat into it? Is that still tea then? No, it's not tea, it's soup now. We just invented soup. The second most important invention after the wheel. Well, actually, no, the second most important invention would be fire after the wheel. Actually, fire would be the first most important invention. Wow. Then if you're done thinking about how soup was invented, how was cereal invented? Just in general, how did humans even think of things like that? How am I playing Minecraft right now? What the hell is evolution? It should have just stopped at some point, in my opinion. Evolution was fine, but then giving things free will, that was a little much. We're doing that. I mean, I'm not better at it, but that can't stop me from laughing at people. That's also a thing about free will. You can definitely do things you're not supposed to. I can literally laugh at that person, even though I would never attempt to TNT jump. So all of this brings us to the conclusion that who or whatever created mankind, made humans happen, might as well just not have done that. Because now I have to think about if soup is a cereal or cereal is a soup. Then we also wouldn't have controversy on Twitter, because we wouldn't have Twitter. We just wouldn't be. That's the main point. If humans weren't, humans wouldn't be. And I wouldn't have to go to school. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.